Here's a really interesting question that someone sent me. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to respond to it properly, but I want you to hear it. Listen carefully. Hey Warren, this dog has been abused and can't be touched. After a year and a half, he lets me pet him sometimes, can't leash or get him in a crate. Goes crazy when I try to touch him without a muzzle. No one will go near him. No groomers, no trainers, no vet will go near the dog unless the dog is muzzled. One vet recommended a prescription, but it did nothing. The rescue had to have him totally anesthetized to have him groomed. So I don't want to have to give him drugs every time I need to groom him. It's unsafe. Does what I ask, sit, stay, go to bed, etc. Actually taught him. He's very sweet. This is kind of an interesting, and I'm trying to get a handle on this, and usually I can answer it right away. But first of all, after a year and a half, can't be touched? Listen, I worked with some of the most abused animals in the world. And after a year and a half, they were not all Benji and Boomer, but they were all okay. So I don't know what trainers, groomers, or vets she's dealing with, but any trainer should be recommending how to get this dog a little bit more calm. I worked with a dog once for almost a year, a highly abused German Shepherd. This was on Long Island, and I went there at least twice a week, just sat down alongside of him, very aggressive dog, until the dog realized that no harm was going to be done. Now that's already the case with this lady, so I don't know why she's not getting help from a behaviorist or trainer. Now listen, if you were to hire me, and by the way, I'm not for hire, my recommendation would be, first of all, this would have been resolved a couple of months into it, not a year and a half later, because right now, the behavior we're dealing with is a habit. It's no longer something that started or something that couldn't have been cured early on. That's why it kind of really, I'm just going to use the word, pisses me off when I hear about trainers or groomers that won't go near them. But how about giving you advice so that you can build up this dog's confidence, build up this dog's self-esteem, build up this dog's self-image. So basically at this point, and I bless you for not even giving her, I know you wrote that the rescue is willing to take the dog back, but that's not an option. So bless you, I love you already. What I would be doing in this case is I would be just talking to the dog constantly. What I would be doing is taking a brush, for example, and putting the brush down next to his favorite food or treat, not even going near him when the brush is there. Let him start associating something positive with being brushed. If you can take the brush and just kind of run it across his back, that might be beneficial as well. But little by little, they do come around. Don't expect it to happen overnight. But as we start building the dog's self-esteem, as we start building the dog's confidence, we can make all the difference in the world. Now, already from what you told me, you have him sit, you have him stay. So already there's a relationship established between you and the dog. And I think if you just put in a little bit more time, a little bit more patience, he will come around. Don't give up. He will come around, but it's going to take time. And it just breaks my heart to imagine how badly this dog was abused. And he was probably beaten. And I'm just gathering that because of the training. And I know it says right here in your notes, he will bite. So, trainers and groomers, no one wants to be bitten. And I think they should have spent more time with you explaining what I'm explaining to you. The socialization. Now, even though you can't socialize them with people right now, you can socialize them to the sounds of people. You can socialize them with the smell. For example, I would be playing conversations that are recorded, dropping his name in every once in a while. Hey, how you doing? And then just blending away from there. And little by little, letting him hear more voices in a non-threatening way. All of these things can make a major difference. I want you to follow through on this. Keep me posted. Again, it's not going to happen overnight. May take a couple of glasses of wine over the next year, but I promise you, if you're consistent, he will come around. But remember, it breaks my heart for someone as compassionate as you, a year and a half later, not to have had someone come in and help you resolve this issue is beyond me. Even if the trainer was afraid to come near the dog, and maybe that should not be their profession. But if the trainer was fearful of the dog, at least the trainer could sit down and show you how to build up the dog's confidence, how to make the dog feel a lot more comfortable around people. It can all be done. Anyway, bless you. Keep me posted. Keep listening to the radio show.